What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. I'm your host, James Clifton, and I'm here with my good, bold friend, the bold one, Gary Bennett. We just had to jump on. We know it's not confirmed. We don't want to get too excited, but oh my God, bombshell has just dropped from David Ornstein. Is it David Ornstein? It's David Ornstein, isn't it?
It is David.
Aston Villa have reached an agreement in principle to sign Ibrahim Mbaye from Paris Saint-Germain in a €55 million move. The paperwork is being finalised and everything's being finalised.
Million for an 18-year-old kid, mate. And we're buying a player from someone other than Chelsea Football Club.
Apparently, the relationship between Villa chairman Nassif Sawiris and the PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi was seen as key to closing this deal. I was saying earlier in the episode, I was like, in one of our recent episodes, I was like, where's the money from Consa gone? There's been no links to any like centre backs around that amount of money. I was like, is it Grealish on the left? I don't know, because the Jackson money is coming from Watkins. Gretzka was a free. If we get Luau, which could still happen, by the way, get Luau, that's a loan.
That's going
with Tammy going out.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is where that money's going, mate. Well, like I said to my cousin, he asked, "Where's the centre back?" And I was like, "Mate, we're going to score more than you. That's the plan. We're going to score more than you. That's the plan this season.
We're going to score
5 more than you." They're the games I'm looking forward to, mate. This is just exciting, man. It's an 18-year-old who played 24 appearances for PSG last season. He played almost 1,000 minutes in that time. So it's not like he was just doing bit parts. He played 4 games in the Champions League for them. He's played the AFCON. He's like this is a proper 18-year-old, like proper.
Mate, between him and Maggio, we're acquiring the Avengers of the teenagers, Emery. That's what seems to be happening. Hulk smash and bloody I don't know, Quicksilver, if you're thinking
it's a right winger. It's a right winger.
And just someone
slightly better than Bailey.
Just get rid of Bailey now. Just kick him out, terminate his contract, and turf him out of the club. We don't need him. We do not need him. Just stop paying him. Like just end his contract, terminate it, send him back to Amazon Prime, which is all he seems to care about. Yeah, mate. Look, I've just watched little bits of the press conference as well. The Jackson deal has to be done. I know it hasn't been announced, but it has to be, because we haven't got any strikers. It looks like Tammy's going out on loan. Maggio's still injured. He's confirmed that in the press conference. So we will have no striker again against Arsenal unless Nicholas Jackson has been done on time today. And I just hope it's all done and the announcement will come at some point.
Yeah, there's some rumours, isn't there, that apparently everything has been signed before he's been registered before the 12 p.m. deadline, but it's all conjecture. We don't actually know until we get something firm. But yeah, it might just be one of those where we need to knock on the chin and go, look, it is what it is. Timing didn't work. We've got another fixture without a striker. That's 2 fixtures. Just kind of don't worry about it. Last season we went 4 games without scoring a goal. 5 games without winning. So
that is very true. Well, look, does this mean that this Mbaye will be ready for Monday? Could he potentially play?
No.
If this no.
That's
is it past the date? Oh, okay. Well, look, I mean that will be disappointing, but I was hoping we'd have something for Monday. But and it is what it is. We just move on. And one thing that of note that I wanted to talk about in terms of the press conference was Emery talked about Watkins and basically said, like, don't give this guy a hard time. He was exemplary. Don't make one mistake. So he definitely did something and refused to play. He said, don't let one mistake tarnish what he's achieved here over the years. He's a top guy, and it ended with me giving him a hug and a cry. And he's just an all-round top bloke. Basically. So I suppose that means, because Unai said it, I'm going to have to keep his name on the back of my shirt.
You're not going to take it off and put Mbaye on it?
No, I'll give Watkins the dedication to it, mate.
Look, can you get Jackson put at the bottom? You can have like Watkins 11, Jackson. at the bottom.
Yeah, maybe there's something unique, right? But it was also good to hear Emery talk about the future, mate. And like he's always difficult to know what is truth and because he's broken English at times. I know he speaks much better English, like getting the misunderstanding, but he definitely said something about we want to be competing for the top 6 or 7. That's what he said in the press conference today. Right. So
that's what he was saying before. He was saying we're not. What was it he said last season? Yes. Oh God, this. What is?
Well, yeah. Look, he was asked about the Champions League, and he was like, "Look, that's not my concern at the moment. The concern is the Premier League. Arsenal on Monday, Hull City."
Last season, he said we're not competing to be in the top. What was it? I think he said the top 8 or top 6 or something like that. He said we're not competing to be in the top 6. He said we're not there.
But what he did say was we've got. I mean, it's just stuff that we've all been saying is that there's potential in the players that we've got, and we need to nurture that and bring it forward. And it may take to be patient. It might take some players longer than others to get to where we want to be. But the players that have been here and know it, i.e., I guess your Cashis, your McGinns, your Boubacar Kamara, those 3 in particular are going to have to be the cement that gels it all together, mate. Because everyone else is new. So, and he said the standards and the quality need to be there from now, from the go, to get it going. So
I expect your players like Gretzka, though, with the experience he's got, and he's a leader from what I've been hearing on like German podcasts and stuff. And also you got experienced players like Lindelof, and you got Ming still there. You got a lot of still got a lot of experienced voices in there.
Absolutely. So those players, Lindelof, Torres, that they're going to have to. I mean, obviously, let's just erase last week out of the memories because it was, I guess, everything he's been up in the air. But they have to be better. He said that. He said we have to do things a lot quicker. We have to be, in order to compete. So, but what he did was, mate, he just listening to him talk just fills my heart with joy. This announcement out of nowhere, by the way. Like what?
Well, we were linked with him earlier in the window, right? There was all this stuff earlier in the window, and it looked like he was going to Liverpool. Like Liverpool was the thing that's happening. And then all of a sudden, good old Villa, massive Sawiris.
Right, I'm surprised Unai Emery's had a chance to do a press conference. Like he should have seen his hair today. It was like out here.
You always know when Unai's not been sleeping or been stressed. His hair's like this.
He's been at Bodymoor Heath since like last Thursday, isn't he?
Going on. It's like,
cold sore on his lip. He's like, oh my God, he's sleeping at.
Don't you worry about it, mate. Monday night, he'll be there. It'll be slick. It'll be in his new Adidas kit. He'll be ready for it, mate.
But I guess this announcement just kind of confirms what we've been saying, right? Keep the faith, villains. Like this is.
Well, if this goes through and is announced by Monday, as in he can't play, but it's announced and it's done. We're sitting there going, "Oh my God! Literally, what's happened in these last 2-3 days?"
Mate, get it done and get him paraded on the pitch before the game or something. And this is the new side, so to give us a little bit of hope.
Bring them all out. Get Jackson. If Jackson isn't ready to play, get him out. Get them all parading, going right. We're here. We're ready. It's like,
Well, mate, it's all systems go. Obviously, for those of you that haven't been up to date with the app or online, obviously match day on Monday. There's new advice that's put out for there. Like get there early. I don't know if anyone or everyone knows this, but they are opening the Trinity Road from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. in order to go and get familiar with where you're sitting and all that kind of jazz. Because
they've changed the exits and stuff a little bit, and then they moved.
Well, they've had to because it's all 1, 2. It's 2 tiers now instead of 3, right? So, if you can't work it out, then just go between 10 and 4. But I'm sure you should be able to work out where you are, right?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to offend any of our viewers, but I think some people that go to Villa Park are not the smartest. Is probably the thing that I would say.
Well,
I've seen people trying to get through them turnstiles, mate, and I'm literally like, "Oh my God, kill me!" Like,
Look, it's nice that the Villa are doing that. But for those who maybe a little bit kind of less mobile or have difficulty understanding stuff. So that's really cool. I thought it was a nice touch. And you've got until 4 p.m, but then they're going to turf you out because they have to get ready for the game. That's what it says. There is also a new fan zone in the Trinity Road end, apparently. Yeah. So it's first come, first serve. So I guess there is capacity. So I suppose you'll have to get there early. But it's supposed to have a great view of the coach arriving. The players are coming in again from the Trinity Road entrance. So I guess where the
other one the stage, isn't that? Or past that where they have those like kind of.
No, so you know where it was before the temporary one? I think it was something like that. I haven't seen it. I don't know. So I assume where the stage was, where the food vendors was. They've probably built something there. I have no idea what it looks like.
problem is it becomes such a massive bottleneck down there. Like it's so difficult to get
Well,
up.
and it will now, right, because of all the construction work. So it's even worse. But I think they're advising to leave earlier and not necessarily come round the back by the way. That way, I don't know. It's going to be chaos. I think. But just expect some extra time they've given because you're going to have obviously the warehouse open, and that space is okay. But like you say, where the Legends wall is or whatever, the memory wall, that's going to be bottleneck because it's all kind of fenced off and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, look, it's going to be a pain in the ass for a year, but it's hopefully it'll be worth it.
Just back to the team. So just talking about like the lineup now, it can actually be quite crazy. You could, like we said, we could have the back four that we kind of know. You got Gretzka and Kamara or Gomez. Like, how does McGinn fit in now? If you ended up with Mbaye on the right,
mate, you just fit him in anywhere, don't you? He's not going to not play, so he'll play on the right, or he'll play in the number 10 role, or he'll play as a defense. Wherever he needs to go, he's going to play, isn't he? The heart and desire that guy brings.
Now it's mad because we were like sitting there before going, we've got no attacking options, and now we've got like McGinn, Mbaye, we've got Garnacho, we've got Buendia, we've got Jackson from, we've got Allison, we've got
Maggio,
we've got like now it's all of a sudden like, oh, now Rogers who? Yuri who?
Mate, look, I've been a little bit bored today listening to and seeing other people's social media channels kind of, Villa are going to get battered. They're all over the place. Honestly, stop commenting on other people's teams when you know fuck all about it. It really does my head in. Or you're going on a media thing that you've seen, right? This is why you'll never find me talking about Man United. I don't know or any other team, right? I'll listen to other people's fans that know the club, but I'm not going to be going, they're going to get battered this year. I'll have an opinion on it, but I would never make a specific video saying this team's going to get battered because of X, Y, and Z when you just don't know. Like,
did you see so Simon is a Brentford fan, and he started a new channel called Never Mind the Bumblecocks, which is quite good. So it's him and his friend, him and his cousin, who's a Spurs fan. So it's
I've been giving him shout outs on TikTok, mate, to get people to go and follow.
It's very cool. But their latest episode, it was him, Brentford fan, Spurs fan, Newcastle fan, Leeds fan. And I've commented on it, going like, I was like, hang on, guys, because they're just previewing like the game week as a whole, and they got onto Villa at one point, and I think it was a Leeds fan.
No, going, mate, don't get me started on.
I think it was the Leeds fan, and he said something like, Emery's gonna pack it in. He's gonna do an Eddie Howe. Is he gonna pack? I'm like, is he gonna do an Eddie Howe? Sorry, you think that all like there's mass exodus and he's gonna leave in like a season because it's all just fell apart.
You even had today Mark Bosnich saying Emery's gonna walk. I was like, Mark,
what's wrong with everyone?
I put a comment on the video. So, Mark, you need to go back to rehab, mate. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just clueless, mate. It's clueless. Listen, all I'd say for any doubters, go and watch the press conference today with Unai Emery. He ain't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Right? He has a plan. Like, he wants to be. He said again, the objectives are the same. I want to be successful. I want to be competing at the top end of the table. Mate, he wants it all. We know what the dreams are. It hasn't changed. Right now, he's got to do it with a whole new set of players. Watch this manager cook. I cannot wait to prove everybody wrong, and I'm sure that Unai Emery's going to. Well, yes, we might not finish in the top four, but this is going to be a brilliant transition. And wherever we finish this season, like you said, mate, it's only going to build for next season. I think big things are going to be happening at Villa in the next couple of years, and I'm here for it, mate. Can't wait.
Squad now, right? And next season we're going to have the Champions League money, and no UEFA sanctions.
Yep.
So we've done this with the team net zero.
Yeah.
Net zero.
Mate, this is the beauty of Emery, right? Look, and I've said to you, didn't I think on the last show of the show before, where the swan song was the European Cup final, and he's literally gone, we pull the trigger and we reset. If we do it all in one, and we don't kind of sell a couple of players and try and, because then we're still building around old players. And if you look at the people that have gone, he even said it in his press conference today, Tillemans, Claus, Digne, Claus, Konza, Watkins, fantastic servants, but 30 years, approaching 30 years old, one's 30 years old, £50 million plus. We don't want to be selling our best players, but those deals are too good to turn down. So it's not, this isn't panic selling, mate. This is strategic kind of, I'm going to replace and rebuild, and everyone's going, oh, you don't know, and it's just that the football world's fickle, isn't it? Because it's just the headlines that people go for. Mass Exodus, Emery's going to leave without any substance looking into what is actually going on behind the scenes. And, you know, there's been a big portion of our fan base that have probably done the same, right? But when you dig into it and you really look at what Emery's saying and you look at what's coming in now all of a sudden, mate, this is an exciting time to be a Villa fan. Like, get on board, let's get behind them, let's see what happens, man. I'm here for the ride.
Let's do it. Come on. Right. Anyway, on that note, Gary, I think that's your final thoughts, isn't it? So
yeah, final thoughts, mate. All right, let's go. Monday night, under the lights, mate. I cannot wait. 8 p.m. kickoff. Right, new seats, new team. Right, let's give Arsenal a game. Right, we did the show earlier. Go and check that out with Josh. I still don't think we're going to win on Monday. It'll be a big, massive ask. But this is promising, mate. This announcement now is, mate, well, it just shook me. I messaged you and said, "This what?
Yeah, you're like, what? There's nothing announced." I was like, mate, this is like as good as done, really.
So
brilliant.
So yeah, let's do it. And as always, everyone, until the next one. Every week we follow the boys in claret and blue. Peace.
Yeah.